Hello, everybody. Mark Reed again on Think and Grow Rich, the 13 Principles of Success. Today we're on day 3. So it's auto suggestion. Yesterday we went over the faith, and the day before we went over desire. So one of my desires to grow a career in public speaking, which I've already started. I've put up another video on YouTube where you see a sailboat. It's an analogy between self growth and a sailing trip I did when I was a kid, when I was 17 years old, and it was pretty amazing. So have a look at that. And that's all part of the process of thinking grow rich, is taking action on your intuition, on your desire, and your mind will start giving you intuition. Your mind will start, your subconscious mind, sorry, will start giving you nudges. You'll get these, oh, I should do this. And, taking action, uh, getting in the habit of taking action as soon as possible on these ideas. If you can do them now, the best time to act upon a new idea is now when you get it. So I got that idea this morning. So that's a good example. What I'm teaching is I got the nudge, the intuition this morning to I've wanted to do it for a while, and this morning was like, okay, you do it today. So I did it. I did it today, and it was pretty amazing. So yeah, so auto suggestion. Um, all these principles are really, really important. Auto suggestion is one that I cherish. I do a lot of auto suggestions. I have, I think, 4 pages. Yeah, sorry, 3 pages for some of them, double line or triple line of auto suggestion. Some of them are, I am beautiful, I am amazing, I'm a child of the universe of the Most High God. I'm worthy and deserving of all life has to offer, all the beauty of life has to offer. I'm an honest, dignified man. Some of them is I'm rich and prosper. I'm set for life on money. I have all the money I need to do all the things that I want. I'm different. I'm healthy. I'm wise. I'm intelligent. I'm successful. I'm prosperous. I'm happy. I'm grateful. Uh, I can do whatever I want. I am good at whatever I put my heart into. All kinds of auto suggestions like that. These are a few of examples. Um, what I really suggest is uh, write auto suggestion on things you have more difficulty on to start with. Like if you have problems with discipline, which I had, and to be honest, most people have problems with discipline. And discipline is not doing what you think you have to do, it's doing the things you should do to acquire what you want to acquire, even if you don't feel like it. And that is discipline. Doing them when you only feel like it is not discipline. It's just doing them with it. Discipline is, so I had a lot of problems with discipline. So I tell myself, I am disciplined. And so, oh, you're lying to yourself. You're not that. It's not true. Okay. Yeah. If you put it that way, yeah. No way. You're right. In a way. But if you want to change your paradigms, you have to tell yourself a new truth. And if we even go deeper in the spiritual realm, you are already perfect. All these qualities, you have them. They're just not grown. They're just not developed. So you have to make them come out of you. So by saying affirmation, they will grow into you and you will become what you say. You have to be very, very careful. There's a book that's called, it was written in the beginning of 1900, I think 1903, by William James. It's called As a Man Thinketh. So you think what you are, you think. And you are what you're saying. In the Bible, it says you are snared by the words of your mouth. The statement I am is very, very powerful. If you say I'm sad, you will be sad. It has that immediate effect on you. So if you say I am rich, you will be rich. If you keep on repeating it every day, every day, every day, opportunities will come to you, but you'll get more positive. You'll get more intuition on that, whatever you want. So we'll go into the screen sharing. Everyone in the screen. Okay, so auto suggestion, the third step towards riches. Okay, rich Napoleon. So the few slides, like all of them, on every principle, they are the same beginning slides. So we already went through them. We're not going to go through them again. This is important, very important. Like I said earlier, the I am statement. If you put I am in front of all of these, and you keep on repeating, and by keeping on repeating, your belief in them will grow, up to a point where you really believe, your subconscious mind believes that that is your new reality. You will become those things. And for me, those things are in place now, because I've been saying them for a while, and it really, 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 really works. It's very powerful. Just took my mouse on. Okay. So, the not the most important one, but one that's really important is you have what it takes. I have what it takes. Say it. I have what it takes. I have what it takes. I will. If you can do it in the mirror on top of that, it's even better. So we went through that there and a few other sides. Our paradigm is in our way. 13 steps to riches. Order suggestions today. Order suggestions. The meaning of the film is influencing our subconscious mind. Change the story in your head from a victim to a victor. According, yeah, we went that yesterday. We went, okay, we'll go through that again. So you want to get new results in your life, your thoughts. Your thoughts are these affirmations. You can start with that. You know, and Mary Morrissey says, you know, if you like your life vision, you know, if you sit down with a pen and paper and write what I like, but you can also write, okay, I want that kind of woman. I want that kind of relationship. I want that kind of house. And go in this description, the more clear you are. A friend of mine he wanted to fight for airplanes. Those little airplanes, you know, it's like a Cessna, but except the wings are underneath the plane, they're not on top. And, you know. And funny thing happened. He had in his wallet, I think it was a red airplane. And he started shopping. He had the money for it. He got the money for it with this principle. And he started shopping, and he was looking at a blue plane. He was looking at a good deal on a blue plane and all that. And all of a sudden, he gets a call, and the guy, "Oh, you're looking for Piper? I have a good deal." Da, 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 da. He goes, sees the plane, and actually it's a red one. But he forgot about the picture in his wallet. It was like in this little tight pocket there. And a few days later, after buying the plane and taking it for a run with his kid and all that, and flying around, when you get a new toy, you always with it. You need to sleep with it. And he was cleaning out his wallet, and he found the picture, and he just like, okay, that's how it works. So, you know, be descriptive in what you want. How do you want to feel inside yourself? You want to be somebody who feels like regularly amazing about himself, feeling good, powerful, empowered, inspired, compassionate. You know, write that down also. Write down what kind of surrounding, what kind of people you want to have around you, what kind of influence you want to have on the world. Write down what kind of impact, what kind of work you want to do. And you know, the more you're descriptive on each item, take each item of your life, you know, your health, your wealth, your relationships, your spiritual. Take these 4 groups and describe what you want in each of them. What kind of relationships you want with a higher power. And in this, we're talking about higher power. You can call it God, you can call it whatever you want, but we are talking about higher power. Okay, so going back to our slides. I'm really like passionate about this. I don't know if you realize that. So our brain is, we have two, like what in the other slides, conscious, subconscious, responsible for thought, theory, action, results. Get the book. I mentioned that a few times yesterday and the day before, and I'm going to mention it again. Get the book. Your result will manifest in your health, relationship, career, financial freedom. But like your results, and you know what's really funny? Ever since I started this, right now I'm doing plastering contracts for to raise money for my business, and it's really cool because all the clients that I have are really cool, are really fun to be around, and I really feel like giving them more. I really feel like helping them because they're good people. They pay me on time. There's no trouble in payment. There's no trouble of any kind, and you know, if it's taking longer than expected, they don't bitch. It's just that's the way it is, and it's really, really, really cool. And the people around me are changing. Also, my friends, the people that my group of my circle of people right now is changing for the better. You know, so it will influence your life. You know, more money's coming in different ways. And now I'm telling you this, and I have this way I have to look into. But I had an opportunity. So auto suggestions, repetition of affirmation of orders to your subconscious mind is the only method of voluntary development of the emotional state. Sorry about that. So order suggestion can come in many ways. Affirmation, like I was saying to you, visualization, a vision board. There's ways to do a vision board. I'm going to get a video later in the month about on how to build a vision board, and I will transmit that to you. It's very, very important. It's very effective. It's done in the right way. Visualization is sit down with yourself, close your eyes, and imagine yourself already in the situation you want to be. If you want to get a new car, imagine yourself driving the car, pulling up on your driveway, driving it to work, enjoying it. It's very important to get the feeling of enjoying it. And if you want a boat, whatever you want. And, you know, if you want a new fridge, a new high-tech fridge, you know, that tells you that got to go buy milk. Well, imagine you opening it and looking at it and, you know, caressing it if you want, and feeling, you know, maybe try that and tell yourself. Journaling, journaling is very important. That's something I've lacked doing, but I'm going to really start getting into. Meditation and prayer. Prayer is the most powerful way of auto suggestion. Meditation, of course. Audios or video recording. Those are very important also. YouTube is filled with amazing, incredible speakers, powerful motivation videos, like from all the stars that you know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Kobe Bryant, The Rock, Wayne Johnson, yes, and a lot more, a lot more. You know, Bob Proctor, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar. In a way, you when you want to change mindsets, you have to get into an immersion for at least 30 days, better 90 days, as much as you can handle. Audio is in your car instead of listening to radio. Put in an audio, motivation audio. Get yourself a course like John Maxwell on leadership. You can get yourself a course on MP3 or download it to your phone. And yeah, basically kind of old MP3. Download on your phone that you listen in your car on your way to work or when you drive around. You know, listening to radio won't do you any good. Most of the songs that play on the radio are negative. You know, they're beautiful songs. Some of them are totally amazing. The beat is totally amazing. But you have to be very careful what you put in your mind, what you listen to. You listen to lyrics that have negative, that will go into your mind. If you listen to the news before going to bed, you're not going to have a good night. Don't forget about it, because it is proved scientifically that whatever you put in your head 45 minutes before you go to bed, that's what your subconscious mind will work on all through the night. because your subconscious mind is the most powerful at night because your conscious mind is not there. So when I go to bed, I listen to meditations that I fall asleep on, positive affirmations that I fall asleep on. And most of the time, sometimes that meditation I'm listening to goes on for 8 hours. It's on YouTube, and there's full meditation, uh, positive meditation. And sometimes I wake up in the morning and I look how much I've listened to in 3 hours. So that's 3 hours of positive in my mind. So it's like it's pretty amazing, but you have to be disciplined on that. Very be careful what's going on into your mind. So lesson learned on auto suggestion. Repeat verbal and written affirmation morning and night regarding your goal and your dream. To put it simply, yesterday I talked to you about the goal card. The goal card is very important, very effective. I read it at night before I go to bed, and I feel what's written on it. I want to have an income of $15,000. So what I do is I imagine myself counting $15,000 with $1,000 bills. They used to exist. I know they don't exist anymore, but maybe they do. Just not aware, but I remember the color because I already had three of them at one point. So I imagine myself counting 15 $1,000 bill, and it's really fun because the more higher I get, the more I can feel it inside me getting excited. And when I'm done, I say I'm in full gratitude, like thank you, thank you, thank you. And I do that in my morning meditation also. And with what's coming up towards me right now, the opportunities that I have, it won't be long, but I will make that. Scott Hogg on YouTube is really amazing at explaining how to manifest money. Lesson 2, keep repeating your positive affirmation until you can visualize and imagine your goal and dream. So, you can repeat it like just twice a day, but if you want to get it faster, repeat it as much as you can. Place your written wishes, such as a vision board, where you can see it in the morning and night. Even in front of me right now, I have like pictures of things I want. And what's really cool is I tell every time I look at myself, it's things that right now financially today, I cannot afford, up until now. But I tell myself that I can afford that. I can afford you, I can afford that. I can afford, there's both, there's a cost. There's actually two both. I'm a sailboat freak. There's a sailboat race that I want to get onto. There's a helicopter course that I want to get onto. And I tell myself, I can afford that. I can afford that. I can. And every time I see my dream, one of my dreams, either driving or whatever, I look at it and I say, I can afford that. So I'm training my mind to be open to what I want. I'm training my mind to be prosperous, because before I would always, and most of us do the same thing. If you're asked, why don't you have a bigger house, or why don't you have a better car or a newer car, and most of the time your answer will be, well, I can't afford that. And that is wrong. You can afford that. You just don't know how. That's the difference. A lot of people make $50,000 a year because they don't know how to make $500,000 a year. That's the only difference. Once you learn how to make $500,000, you just take the action steps towards it and you will earn it. It's that simple. Bob Proctor says it's not rocket science. Okay, you read that. Yeah. So what are your limiting beliefs? Take a piece of paper and a pen and write down what you see, what your limiting beliefs are. And by starting to write them down, you will see a lot more than you think. Like, remember at the beginning, it was written, we have over 70,000 chatters in our mind. Most of them were negative. And then formulate, and once you discover your limiting beliefs, formulate a positive affirmation. So if you catch yourself saying, "Oh, I can't afford that," you could just write down, "I'm prosperous," or "I can afford whatever I want." And you're allowed to write that down. You're allowed to afford whatever you want. There's nothing wrong with wanting, and it's all out there. It's available. And when you're buying something, you're helping somebody Money is business. You're helping somebody feed his family, and once you there's this Japanese financial guru. He's a well-renowned Japanese. He says whenever you spend money, you say arigato, which is thank you. The reason he says to do that is because when you spend money, you're contributing to somebody's well-being. You're either helping paying a salary, you're helping somebody buy the groceries, you're helping somebody bring their kids to university or pay themselves a trip. You're helping a business to grow. When you tithe to your church or organizations, you feel like you need to tithe, which is very important. Tithing 10% is very important. If you want to make more money, start tithing. And some rich people say literally that the only reason why they're rich because they tithe regularly. The tithe is giving 10% to a church or organization. So when you tithe, feel good about it. You know, when you pay a bill, feel good about it. Thank you that you have the money to pay that bill. Being gratitude towards money, and it will grow. It will grow. So how can you use your auto-suggestion to overcome your paradigm? And do you agree that affirmation and visualizations are important to persuade your subconscious mind? So ask yourself those questions. This is the end of this principle of this topic. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through comments. I will answer. I will get in touch with you if you need to. If you want me more input on that, I will gladly we could have a chat on Zoom or on the get on link on Facebook or just on the comment page to get the book. Very important, get the book. I'm only a channel. What I learned, I'm giving to you what I learned, but it's also with my interpretation of it, which is just because I've studied the I've learned, I've studied the principles, I've listened to, I've read, and so I'm giving you the right information that's in the book. But at the same time, I'm just like on the surface. The book really gets deep, deep, deep in all of these with examples on top of that, with inspiring example. There's a story about his kid that is totally amazing. That once you read it, you'll see the power of auto suggestion what it can do. So I always hope you get something out of it, and we'll talk soon. Take care. I love you. Have a great evening or day, wherever you are. Have an amazing day. Thank you.